Right. Is this right here? Is that right? Is that doing it right? Is it on there? Alright. Alright, so welcome to another episode of Fictional Fracas where we do book reviews. And I'm going to do a book review on this book here. It's called Dune. And it's a fucking huge book. Look at that. It's like a fucking Bible. It's like a sci-fi Bible. Dune was written in a long time ago, like in the 50s, I think. Copyright 1965. That's a fucking old book. Written before a lot of sci-fi, and it has a lot of sci-fi precursors in it, like things that came out in Star Wars are like in this book, like using the voice is in this. Using the voice, which is thing, it's like a thing where you manipulate others by talking. Dune is written by Herbert, who wrote a bunch of books called Dune books, and they take place in the sand in a place called Dune, or aka Arrakis. They made a movie recently about it. And it's a good book, and it's a good movie. You should read it. The book is about Paul Atreides, who is a child of another guy whose last name is Atreides, and whose mother is a Bene Gesserit witch. So he's like a child of a king, and whose mother is a whore, I suppose. His mother's kind of a whore. But she's a witchly whore, so it makes it alright because she's got powers and stuff. But they get betrayed by the Emperor, and then they have to like become friends with the native people of Arrakis, the native Dune people who live in the sand and come out sometimes. So they come out to the sand, and then they fight these people who've come in to steal their drugs, because they smoke spice and snort it and inject it, and they do drugs, and it's called spice, and it's like DMT cinnamon. So they do drugs, and they come out of the sand. They're called Fremen, which is like, you take the word free man, and because they're like free people, because tribal people are more free than city people. And you take the E out, and you no longer have an E, and then you just have Fremen. So the Sun people are known as Fremen. And then if you take enough spice and you're really fucking spicy, then you can predict the future. And if you can predict the future, then you can like know what's going to happen, and then you can like rule the world and the other worlds, because there's like a few planets that people live on in this. And if you can control the spice, then you can control space travel, because you have to be able to predict the future to space travel. And so all of the interplanetary trade and commerce relies on it. And so it's cool that they do it, and they take over the Atreides son, and he takes over the planet by the end of it. I guess that's giving it away, but with the movie out, I feel like everybody's seen it, but you should read the book instead of watching the movie. Like, fuck the movie. It's a really good movie. It's just, it doesn't really capture what's in the book, because what's in the book is really subtle interactions between characters and really in-depth relationships, and also really a lot of world building that's in the book that's not in the movie. So I recommend reading Dune before you watch the movie, but if you've already seen the movie, then read the book, because it'll give you a ton of context and a ton of really interesting words to read, because he makes shit up in this. He like makes up words, and it's really, really kind of dense and difficult to read. But it's really good, and it's really interesting, and it's about sand and spice and hallucinations, and about power and governments and like stuff you can relate to. So definitely go read the original Dune book by Frank Herbert, because it's a good long fucking book that will help you know what's going on in the upcoming movies that come out, because there's like Dune 2 is also about the last part of this book. So there's 2 movies, 1 book, and then there's going to be another movie about the next book. I think I have it right here. It's like one of these ones, Dune Messiah, I think. So make sure to buy it using my affiliate link in the description, so that Amazon knows that you saw my review. But definitely just do that instead of borrowing it or getting it from some other source like Barnes and Noble, or from getting it at like a local store. Make sure to buy it online using my affiliate link. And so I think that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, goodbye.